Grand Rising. Just thought I'd clear the energy. If you're needing a cleanse, say yes. Say yes. All right. There we go. That should feel a bit better. All right, y'all. Here is your message. Okay, just know that I'm connecting with the intention to provide clarity and insight for your highest and greatest good. We are surrounded in divine white light and love, and so it is. I just ask that you see if this is for you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. All right. What does the person on the other side of this need to know at this time? What is the situation? Okay, strength, forgiveness, compassion. I feel like you're being seen as someone who really has gone through some difficult times in their life, and you're able to persevere and overcome these things. I feel like there is this protector energy. I feel like this is you protecting your peace too. Let's see what else. I feel like there's been a lot of heartache. There's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of suffering, possibly at the hands of others. I feel like this is you being strong and overcoming painful situations for the sake of growth and development. What's the best that can be achieved in this situation here? You may have even been put in competition with others or not felt chosen by family, friends, loved ones. I do have the Fool card. So what this is saying, like, this is freedom. This is innocence. This is you starting over again and having the ability to have forgiveness of the past and move forward with grace and kindness. What is the reason that this happened? So that you could understand your power, your ability to create your own reality, to understand that you're the alchemist. You are the magician of your life. What's the past? Spirit, what's the past? I feel like you gained conscious awareness through this heartbreak and betrayal. I feel like it was a catalyst for your growth and for you to close out a karmic cycle. Justice is what's playing out for the past. What's the future here? So I feel like whatever's been done that was unfair, unjust, I feel like balance is being restored in your life. You might be seeing this in your physical reality now. 6 is the future, representing position 6 is the future. So this is like you working hard, you being dedicated and devoted, you focused on your self-mastery. I feel like you very much have been called to kind of like master your abilities here when it comes to what you're called to do in this lifetime. All right, what's the near future? Empress. So this would be an elevation. This would be learning the lessons, applying what you learned, and being in a state of relaxation, attraction, abundance, creativity. I feel like now you are a conscious creator. I feel like this has become part of your awareness through this process. Sometimes pain is a really big teacher. What is your power? I'm sorry. Yeah. Your power, you're the Empress, your divine feminine or divine masculine energy. What's the external environment like? Or how is the external environment seeing you at this time? Like, you're on another level. All right, you're no longer, like, you have gone through the death and rebirth process. You have emerged, okay, as a leader. You're no longer a follower. I feel like maybe people wanted to dim your light so that you didn't stand in your power. And I feel like they may have tried to manipulate, control, deceive, maybe even create heartache and pain to keep you from your rise. But I feel like you rose in spite of. And I feel like that was underestimated. I feel like they underestimated your grit. They didn't realize how strong you were. I feel like you take a lot of punches and you get right back up. So that's the environment. I would say this is, you know, a huge transition. You've made a big transition. All right, what are the hopes and fears in this situation here? What are the hopes and fears? I have judgment. Their fears are judgment. And the hopes are that they will awaken to the truth. They will awaken to themselves and why they're here, and also go through the transition process. I feel like there is this like forgiveness, this redemption. I feel like there is a bit of like people are experiencing justice and judgment here as it relates to what's been afflicted. You may have been innocent in this situation, but I feel like this was a catalyst for your transformation. Catalyst for your transformation. All right, so it's like it was necessary, okay? It was necessary. You are no longer the victim, okay? I feel like you're an empowered being. You're somebody who uses what they experience as an opportunity for growth and development to better yourself, okay? With the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so that's a possible outcome is like you, through your own experience, being able to teach people how to overcome these things too, right? As an opportunity for growth and development. So I love that. Let's go another round. What can you add to the Strength card here? I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see. There we go. Can you add to the Strength card here? Yeah, I feel like it has something to do with like how you show up in relationships. It may have been an imbalance. I feel like as a result of this imbalance, okay, you deserve someone who's going to protect you, love you, and as well as protect the relationship. I feel like you might have been with somebody who did not protect you or the relationship. And it's as a result of their own insecurities. I feel like these things might have been. And then I have like giving to others and helping others on the side. So this very well could have been, you know, someone giving to other people. And then, you know, behind the scenes, that would explain the 3 of Swords. All right, what's the challenge here? Can we further clarify the 3 of Swords here? I feel like also you showed up unbalanced in your relationships. I feel like you may have brought more to the table than those who you were in partnership with, and maybe you settled. I feel like you're meant to go on this path, this awakening journey, this walking with spirit, enlightenment. I'm getting like there was enlightenment as part of this process for you. You have been asked to kind of go it alone. You may be doing a lot of solo work right now. This is you going within for guidance and wisdom. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this experience showed you, you know, who you truly are. You're spiritual, not physical. So I feel like you tapped into your, you know, your most unconscious awareness. I feel like there's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of things that you have now, because of your ability to go within and work with the divine and your spiritual team. I feel like you've gained a lot of wisdom in this situation here. You may be someone who carries the light. I feel like this helped you be in your light worker energy or your enlightened energy as well. Okay. All right. What else do we have? We'll do the best that can be achieved is perspective. It's a perspective shift. There is definitely a new outlook, a new perspective gained through this process. And I feel like this is what's freed you. I feel like your ability to go within and tap into infinite wisdom and knowledge has helped you see things from a much different perspective. And through this process, you were able to clear your karmic debt as well. I feel like you're an enlightened being. All right, we're going to clarify the Magician now. This is the reason. I I feel like you're meant to bring this awareness, this knowledge, this information, this guidance to others. But you had to go through it yourself first, okay? So it's kind of like you were the initiate, right? And they knew that you would focus, you would be devoted. This would be something that you would dedicate yourself to. And as a result of your dedication, you know, you are bringing this awareness to others. Okay, so what is let's clarify the Magician here. I feel like, you know, you're skillful. You're a skillful practitioner. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This is you sharing that conscious awareness in some sort of way through communication. Messages. You receive messages. This could be like prophet energy. This could be you have a platform. This can be you doing research, you elevating your wisdom, your knowledge, maybe going back to school for something. Maybe there's a subject that you are exploring at this time. I'm getting, though, like whatever you practice, whatever you learn, you're meant to share it through communication. So you're a communicator, you're a messenger. The reason is that you're a messenger. All right, what's the past here? The Justice. Can you clarify the Justice here? All right, Justice. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you went within and you focused on the seeds that you were called to plant. You have many things that you've been working on and focusing on. And I feel like your back is towards anything that might have played out in the past. And you have stepped away and allowed justice to unfold as divinely necessary. You focused on yourself and your development. Okay. Number 6, High Priestess. Yeah. I was picking up like you might be somebody, or High Priest. Okay. So High Priest, High Priestess. So I'm getting like this is a lot of like keeper of the secrets, and you working hard and working with your higher self energy. This is you tapping into that. So all of this was so that you could elevate from your south node and move to your north node. Okay. Conscious awareness. So it's like conscious and unconscious awareness here is what you have been very, very hard at study and at work. You're meant to share these perspectives, okay? You're meant to share this wisdom and knowledge. And then I have the power that you have is you being able to walk away when things no longer serve you, when you realize things are not what they seem, or a person is not what they seem, or it's no longer alignment for you, for your highest and greatest good. If you no longer want to create something, you move on and create something new. I feel like your ability to move in silence is unprecedented. Like, it takes, like, when you leave a mark. Like, people miss your energy once you are gone, masculine or feminine. I feel like you have a big, vibrant energy about you. Let's see, environment, and clarifying the death. Yeah, Emperor in reverse. Yeah. Woof. Empress in the upright, Emperor in the reverse. Clarifying the death card. All right, so there might have been someone who fell from grace as a result of rejecting their, I feel like there's a bit of like not accepting the destined path and choosing the fated path. So it's kind of like, see the difference? Here's the fated path, right? And then the destined path is those that are ascending and choosing the light. So I feel like someone has fallen from grace here, which required you to move on. This could just be your masculine energy, like you feeling disempowered, or people are seeing you for who you are and maybe finally seeing someone you might have dealt with in the past in their reverse energy, like they're not in power. There's an abuse here. There's neglect, abuse. Someone who, you know, wears a false mask. I feel like someone's mask has fallen off and people are seeing somebody for who they truly are. Let's clarify the Judgment. I feel like that's why the Judgment is here. That's also why the Nine of Wands is in reverse. I feel like someone may trying to play the victim, but they're being seen for who they truly are and the actions they took to put themselves in the situation. I feel like someone's being held accountable and they don't want to be held accountable. That's why this whole charade happened in the first place, is because they don't want to be accountable. I'm getting like Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. This is telling me that, you know, there's a karmic cycle playing out here. There are lessons playing out here. I feel like someone may have to continue on the wheel of karma and faded energy as a result of actions or lack of action taken when it comes to this situation. This contract, I'm getting like contracts. This had something to do with soul contracts. I feel like your hopes is that this cycle closes, and the hopes and fears of this energy is that they have to stay behind. Okay, they're not able to move forward. Okay, so there may have been a plot to kind of keep you tethered to them because they're refusing the call. They're refusing their awakening. Okay, so I feel like there might have been an attempt to kind of keep you from being able to move forward on your destined path and journey. So I feel like there's judgment for that. I feel like there's a violation of someone's free will here, and that's why there's some sort of like, you know, they're being held accountable for violating a universal law. Okay, what is the outcome possible in this round after this Wheel of Fortune? I feel like someone's being forced to change and they are refusing to make these changes. So I feel like if they're not going to make the changes, they're going to be forced to make these changes. Very reluctant. I'm getting a lot of reluctancy energy. Yeah, I feel like there is this moving on to calmer waters here. Like you're moving towards a new direction, away from energy that would like to burden you and keep you stuck and make you feel like some sort of victim. I feel like this is you know, maybe there might have been an attempt to, you know, create a blockage, but I feel like this is you moving on, taking the lessons, leaving the pain and the suffering behind. I feel like this is something that the divine has been involved in. I feel like you're moving forward towards peace. Peace and harmony is being restored in your life. And I feel like this past energy, whether it's family, a father figure, I feel like there's masculine energy here and feminine. So take it how it might resonate. Don't get too hung up on the gender. But I do feel like there is some sort of like dynamic here that is coming to a close. All right, let's see. Let's do another round. Let's do the situation again. We have the Lovers in the reverse. So this is really saying like, this is quite unfair and unjust. And so this was like a contract that went south, okay? I feel like somebody was like a coward in the situation. I feel like there might have even been some sort of like addiction here. I feel like there's an imbalance. Okay, let's see. Clarifying the Lovers in the reverse and the Strength card. The Sun. All right, so there's some sort of like clarity coming. I feel like God sees all. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, you know, someone should have protected you in this dynamic, and I feel like God protects you. All right. So just know that. Know that you are a child of the divine, okay? And you are very much loved and cared for. So I feel like whatever was done wrong will be made right. All right, position 2. What's the challenge here? Yeah, there was some sort of balance. There's prioritization and decisions that need to be made. You might be doing, this could be like you experiencing duality in some sort of way in your life. So this could be like, you know, you moved on from a situation because you might have felt like you were not prioritized, and you may have been juggled and felt like the situation was very unbalanced and undeserving. So you chose the solo route. You chose to go with solo. And I feel like this was divinely guided. Like, don't worry, like, I'll lead you where you need to be led. Like, this is you trusting your path. And it was a scary path to just kind of like release control of. Okay, so let's see. Two of Pentacles is, there was an imbalance here. I feel like this is the best that can happen, is that like you were able to rebuild your foundation, your structure, your stability, your security. I feel like there could be a bit of like holding on to things. Maybe there's a time to like purge some things and protect your energy, like really using your discernment to know what's for you, what isn't for you. I have the Chariot, so this would be you moving on with grit, with perseverance. You're sharing, like, if I can do it, you can do it. I feel like you're motivating others, you're inspiring others. I feel like you're an example. You're being like, you're in the spotlight in some way. So I feel like whatever you do, you might be seen, or you're being called to step into the spotlight. I feel like with the Chariot, these are like decorated warriors. Okay, so I feel like, you know, you ride, it's like your ride or die here. You ride or die here for the cause that you stand up for. Like the grit, the perseverance, like decorated warrior energy, like balance, masculine and feminine. I feel like this is you understanding, like, I know I'm here for a mission, okay? And you're very dedicated to it, okay? So let's see what the past, let's clarify the past. Right now we have Justice and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, you being able to have this ability to create the life that you desire is what you're focused on. And I feel like what you're creating is protected, okay? You will receive the clarity you need. You will understand, like, why everything played out the way that it played out. There may be some unanswered questions right now, but I feel like that clarity will come soon. Okay. Let's see, the near future. Yeah, Queen of Cups. You are that mother figure. You are someone who's very loving, caring, kind. Like your energy is very sweet, very innocent. People feel your presence. There is this like very strong psychic abilities, maybe even strong empathic abilities, maybe like a psychic empath. So you would have strong abilities in all the clairs. Queen of Cups, I would say this is very much like you feel emotions on a deep level. And so you may process emotions for the collective for release. I also am getting like strong psychic abilities. I'm getting like strong discernment, ability to know what's for you, what isn't for you. I'm getting like this sort of truth, okay? This sort of clarity. The power of discernment is a gift from God, okay? So it's like, you don't need Archangel Michael's sword. You have your own. That'll resonate for some of you. All right. Your power. What's your power? I'd say that discernment is your power. That ability to choose right from wrong. Okay. Knowing that, you know, sometimes making a decision, either right or wrong, does have its consequences depending on what side of the sword you're on. I feel like the power you hold is to defeat, okay, this energy. You have the ability to defeat this energy. And so, yes, there are circumstances in which that you are here to ride or die, okay? Like you ride or die to defeat this energy. So I feel like these are things like you had your own demons to defeat. And I feel like as a result of you understanding this, you're able to help other people defeat theirs, okay? And so this is, again, like you're here for a cause, and the cause is to help people find the way, like to leave what doesn't serve them in the past and choose themselves for the highest and greatest good, knowing that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And when God asks you to do the soul searching, to take that step towards the light, you do so. And I feel like you do this with grace, okay? feel like you are undefeated. I heard you're undefeated. I also heard, I've been hearing Valhalla a lot, so maybe look that up. Yeah, the Moon card. I feel like there were a lot of illusions about maybe someone you were dealing with in the past. I feel like they very much were I feel like there was a group, but I feel like there was a catalyst here. Someone who did a lot of, maybe trying to siphon your energy, because again, like, they're in the reverse, and so they're not in their power. They're not in a position of authority or having any kind of success at this time. I feel like everything is kind of coming to a massive halt or end. I feel like it is as a result of them being in their shadow, okay? There is this like last ditch attempt. I feel like there is this like siphoning energy. There is this like, being in your light and being consumed by it. And as a result of that, like, it triggers them, it activates their fears, it creates disharmony for them. Okay. And then part of that is this is your secret weapon. It's like your light disturbs all the demons that they have attached to them. And as a result, like, this ends up having no power. It has no power, no authority on you. And I feel like, some people are afraid to deal with themselves. They're afraid of the judgment. They're afraid of the work and the healing and the feelings, and they're running from themselves. I do feel like with the Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, as well as the World, things are coming full circle. Things are playing out according to universal law. Okay, so it's kind of like, if anyone thinks that they can manipulate the situations or others at this time, they will be sorely mistaken. I feel like universal law is at play. I feel like karma's at hand. And I feel like, there's been judgments made as to how people have showed up and showed out. So I feel like things are coming to a close, and this was for the highest and greatest good, and it's for our soul's growth and development. I feel like with the World card, as a result of lessons learned, I feel like you learned what you came here to learn. You're in your purpose, and now you're at the next level. So when you're on the next level, what's the desired outcome here with the World? For clarifying the Six of Swords, like, you're moving on away from any type of like, I'm the victim. Like, this activated you, this initiated you into service. So I feel like now you have a full understanding of this. This is you coming here to like help. Like, this is you, like, vibrationally helping Earth. You're here to change the world in your little, even if it's in your little area, whatever you do that, you contribute to. I feel like it's enough. You're enough. Yeah, this is you moving forward. I feel like things are going to pick up. The energy is moving. I feel like change is happening. Massive changes are happening on a grand scale. And you're going to see these in your own personal relationships and what's coming in for you in this next season. Okay. All right, let's get more on the next round. So we have the Sun cards. This will be clarity. Okay. Enlightenment, presence of God. I feel like God saw all that happened and is going to bring in fairness and balance. Okay. There is this like accepting the inevitable and having peace and forgiveness of the past and the pains and things that we go through in order for us to learn. Okay, look, what's the Sun card here? Can you give me a card for that? Thanks. I have two, but we're gonna pick one. Two of Swords. Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're gonna have to make a decision on what direction to take, but I feel like your call of service is to help others on your path. And I feel like there's, you may have an option to do something different. Okay, so what is the best outcome regarding them having to make this decision? There is something that is going to do quite a bit from either maybe who you're interacting with or what you're sharing, what you're doing. I feel like you're here to like share love. You're here to help others find love again, or it's like you're giving and receiving the vibration of love is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting like the choice you're going to make is you doing something that you love. So it's almost like it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like, I mean, it might be a difficult decision because it's not something maybe you're doing at full capacity right now, but I feel like it's something that has a potential. All right, what is the reason? What's the decision? Ace of Cups is divine love. Seven of Cups. So this could be you needing clarity. Maybe there's a lot of things up in the air that you're unaware of. Maybe you don't see these things yet. They could be causing you a bit of anxiety. Maybe a bit of unease. All right. So it's like the fear of the unknown. I feel like you sense this, you feel this, you know this, but it may not be in your physical reality yet because of the blindfold. I feel like you're going to have to tap into your intuitive abilities for whatever this is. I feel like you might be bringing people clarity using your abilities. Okay, so I have the sword, the Two of Swords, the blindfold. I feel like maybe the people you come across are not able to see something clearly, and as a result of your abilities, either you're helping them to learn their abilities and develop them, or you're helping them with the clarity regarding whatever they may be experiencing, okay? Because this represents like illusions, confusions, like maybe they think something's going on and you're like, no, that's not what really is going on. Like you need to be going in this direction. Like this is for you, that's not for you. I feel like you're helping people with this. Maybe you give really good advice. All right, let's clarify the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and Justice. I feel like this is like a contract. This is like what you signed up to do here. I feel like that is what they're asking for you to focus on and pay attention to, like developing yourself and what you're meant to do here. This is like being in purpose. The Swords is like a major life contract here. We have the Six of Cups. What's the Six of Cups? This is the past. All right. And then we're gonna, whoops. Throwing it on the floor. King of Swords. I do see a King of Cups too. So what do you want to say about the Six of Cups? There could be a past life soulmate coming in that is going to work with you. Okay, I feel like this is divine love. I feel like this is something that's going to happen while you are of service is what I'm getting. So maybe there's not a lot happening right now with the Four of Pentacles, but I feel like it's coming. Okay, is that what you want to share? Yeah, this is someone who has like, maybe they're in the field. I feel like this is someone who's very strong in their intellect. Someone is very bright. Someone has some experience, some authority. They speak their mind. They could be blunt sometimes. But what I'm getting regarding the King of Swords is really that they have a strong integrity. Okay? They speak the truth. They're authentic. All right. So that's the near future. We have either a masculine or feminine coming into your energy. Flip the roles if you need to. All right. So what is representing the power in this round? How is this energy in the power? Hierophant. Look. This is funny. Look at, you have the Devil in reverse and the Hierophant. I feel like, you know, the power is that you work with the divine, okay? And you're meant to teach, you're meant to share, you're meant to educate. This is lessons playing out. This is soul contracts playing out. So what I'm getting is that like there's a past life soul contract coming in. One that is going to call for both of you to be of service of some kind, to help those make decisions when it comes to the truth, the lies, the illusions. Maybe it has something to do about clarity regarding belief systems. So I feel like there's a bit of a joint venture potentially that I'm picking up on. All right, so let's clarify the moon, and it's regarding like the external influences. Yeah, there's a lot of illusions. There's a lot of manipulation. There's a lot of dark, shadowy energy that people don't see clearly, okay? It's like you can't believe everything you see and hear, drink or eat or absorb. I feel like there is discernment needed. There's clarity needed. There is a grab for our ability to have the choice of free will, okay? This is about the manipulation and control of humanity's free will and the choice that they have, okay? And again, this is divine intervention playing out with the Sun card, okay? Again, Hierophant and the Devil in reverse. So there's an emphasis here about like, it's like a higher level of consciousness is what the battle is about. There's a need to protect humanity's ability to have the right to choose. There's a Tower, okay, for the Moon card. So this is like, you know, things coming to a halt, crashing, so that things can be done differently, that have a higher consciousness to them, that have, you know, the ability to benefit all, not just some, not just the ones that think that they're more deserving than others. I feel like there's a call to do it better in some way. I feel like there's this downfall of our society, and I feel like some of us are here to help build it back up. Okay, it's like we're here to help build it back up. So some of you might feel very called to, like, you know, it might be aligned with like the new earth, and you know, this is, the world represents the earth energy, Saturn. So this would be integrating very difficult lessons being learned and played out here as a result of ending soul contracts from past lives as well. I feel like this may have happened over many lifetimes, many of us. Some of the battles, some of the difficult karmic relationships, like these are being closed out at this time for the sake of like starting over. It's like an end of a major karmic cycle for humanity, for yourselves, for like the era that we're in. I have the Two of Cups. There is like some of these energies that are coming together, they're meant to unify, because the consciousness is unity consciousness. So it's going to be represented in the relationships that we have with one another and how that projects out, okay? Because the relationships we have with one another, the more high vibrational they are, the more that they impact our physical reality, because our mindset affects our reality. So this is like everything starts with you energy. And again, like this is clarifying the Wheel of Fortune as well as the Judgment. So again, like closing out karmic cycles, especially when it comes to people, places, and things. And it is meant to help affect our environment and span outwards. Okay, so this is kind of like the microcosm affects the macrocosm. Okay, so what is the, so that's like hopes and fears. Like someone's fear is you meeting your match, and your hope is meeting your match. Okay, so I feel like, you know, staying optimistic is your way to go here. I feel like what's the outcome? Temperance, balance, harmony, peace. This is the purpose. This is what you're here to do. This is what you're here to anchor in. Everything that you've been working hard towards is for this reason, is that, you know, that we're meant to have peace, harmony, love, understanding, being able to kind of like compromise and, again, temper and bring things together to make something new. So this is really, you know, and there's like all hands on deck regarding this. Like there's a lot of people moving in many different directions. There's a lot of change happening, and it's for the purpose of harmonizing Earth. And there's this elevation that's happening on a grand scale here, and it's to help us. It's to help move us in a new direction, one that is no longer of, you know, brutality and abuse and neglect. And it's about like, okay, like, you know, why can't we all enjoy ourselves? Why can't we all enjoy life? I feel like there's this call to rise above the madness that has been nothing but manipulation and control. So I feel like, you know, those that are trying to control will be exposed for who they truly are. This could be as it relates to our society. So we're already seeing this playing out like in many of the industries, right? As well as companies, and, you know, who's backing what companies, and, you know, what artists are aligning with, you know, this propaganda versus the other propaganda. You know, the more division there is, the easier we are to control and manipulate. And I feel like we're seeing this play out, and eventually we're all going to come together over a similar cause, bringing us together in unity consciousness, because it's time to evolve as a species and live in harmony with ourselves so that we can be in harmony with other galaxies as well as planets and all the things. So very big lesson playing out here. Okay. This is like not where I thought this reading was going to go. So pretty awesome. Let me just take a sip of coffee, and I'm going to pull some more cards. Okay. I'm being called to pull from this deck. It's the Divine Masters deck. Yeah, I feel like many people are being called to like rise, as well as like be in their power, be in their authority, right? Close out things that they need to close out. So if things like massive changes are happening in your life, let them happen. Like, don't fight them. Don't create resistance. Just allow and accept that it's no longer for you. Okay, and if you need help with processing some of that, or if you need some guidance, I can help you with this. Okay, so reach out to me. Bottom of the deck energy is a sacred activist. It's like we're all being initiated as sacred activists for causes that we find important to us, okay? And this is asking for you to not be afraid and to stand up for your beliefs, as Joan of Arc. Again, Holy Union at the bottom of the deck. Rama and Sita, soulmate connections, romantic opportunities coming in. Clarifying the Two of Cups. Spirit. This is what brings harmony. This is what balances masculine and feminine energy. We are receiving assistance on a much bigger scale. We're receiving like light transmissions. What we've been experiencing is to help heal past wounds, as well as receiving important information and charging up. Okay, so many of us are absorbing this beautiful light transmission energy. We have galactic helpers. I know we were talking a bit about the judgment, and I just received Kali Ma. So this is like a clearing and cleansing, and cords and energetic ties being severed as a result of like any kind of fear, limitation, or even drama. I feel like there's assistance on a grand scale from, you know, our gods, our goddesses, our angels, our archangels, our ancestors, even, you know, other intelligent beings. I feel like there are many that are assisting us on this process. It is a big job. Okay, there's been so many cycles, okay, that are being cleared out here. Okay, so it's like everybody kind of needs to like finish their stuff up, right? Because there is this need to elevate, to evolve, to, it's like the planet's doing it, and so everyone's going to feel it in some sort of way personally. And this is understanding like you are that resilient spirit, okay? You did come here for a purpose, okay? And everyone has their unique purpose, and no one's better than anybody else, okay? This is about the connection to Earth. This is asking for you to stay rooted, as well as trusting and having faith, regardless of what's happening around you, okay? It's like you hold the line as this sacred activist. You're here to hold the line, all right? So some of you may very much be feeling that call, that like, put me in coach energy, right? So I feel like this is about like where in your environment is there cleanup needed, okay? So this would be, you know, in all areas of your life. I feel like you're being asked to kind of like clean the closets, figuratively, as well as specifically. All right. Mother Mary. Yeah, this is for healing. You know, Mary is probably one of the most healing energies. This is about divine experiences, not being afraid of being powerful, being in your purpose. This is you in purpose, okay? And knowing that you deserve to be in that position. Okay, you deserve to be in that position. Paul the Venetian, the gifted one. This is revealing your hidden talents. This is you accepting and allowing. And there will be opportunities for you to shine, okay? These are what you've been prepared for. I feel like it's time for everyone to shine, okay? Like, this is a call. It's like, hear the call. Answer the call. Say yes. Say yes to change, right? Say yes to change. It starts with us, right? It starts with you. Okay, we have understanding that you are that sacred vessel. You have the divine within you, okay? God's not outside of you, okay? God is within you, okay? You are a fragment of the divine. You are the answer, and you're being guided to your purpose. This is you developing your knowledge, your wisdom. This is you following your heart and understanding that truth will prevail, okay? And I'm getting like, this is going to be inner learnings. It's like, you know, you innately already know the truth. So for you to have to look outwardly kind of, you know, can create some conflict within. So I feel like you're being asked to kind of like go within, okay? It's almost like you already know, and anything you find that might collaborate, clarify, you'll know. I feel like this is like an inner knowing, okay? And then I have what you've experienced, okay, was an initiatory experience. This is the current situation is initiating your spiritual gifts and calling you to your purpose, okay? So that is kind of like why this all happened in the first place. Okay, again, Jesus at the bottom of the deck, acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. Okay, so wow, this is beautiful. Thank you. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I certainly did. If you have any questions or you need any assistance, please go to the website betweenbothworlds.com and go ahead and contact me. You can either book a session, you can email me, or whatever you need to do. But I'm here to help. All right, and I hope this finds you guys. Have a good one. Bye now.